A week ago, it was the world-famous Daytona Oval, and tonight it's the same location, but oh, what a different challenge on the 14-turn road course. The NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, presented by Blue Emu.
Joining us to say the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome O'Reilly Auto Parts store manager, Paul Levitt.
Drivers, start your engines.
Top this time. We're about to find out. Getting ready to roll. 44 laps. Ben Rhodes and Ryan Truex on the front row, and the green is out at Daytona.
Clear right side, just 42 your bumper. Still clear, whatever you need, sir. Wrong from left, right side, right side, right side. I'll clear after him, I'll clear after him.
How about John Hunter Nemechek?
Racetrack.
I think you missed the corner, man.
Yeah.
We talked about that. He's
right
right through there. We got trucks spun around the wrong direction.
Collecting several, but it doesn't look like any significant damage. Certainly the one turned around, Rafael Lessard in the 24, and still under green flag conditions, so we got to get it spun around and pointed the right direction.
Didn't you say he finished third here last year?
He did. He's got a long way to go now.
Yeah, he's got a lot of ground to make up. I like the dive bomb by John Hunter into turn one, but it didn't work out. Ben Rhodes came out on top as they head into the infield.
Well, just like Rhodes told you, Mike, as you visited with him, he wanted to get out front so he'd have the clearest vision, and that's the position he's in. Here's why everybody got tangled up. Just takes a little bit of contact.
Wow, that was synchronized spinning. Around they went. You can see John Hunter, with his experience on this track, is beginning to put a little bit of heat on Ben Rhodes. And I like that run off that bus stop by John Hunter. You can see nice dive to the bottom. He's going to grab the lead.
John Hunter Nemechek putting in his bid to stay out front here at Daytona. First lap of 44. Short stages, just 12 laps in this first stage.
Yeah, but when you multiply that by 14 turns, Vince, we're going to see a lot of action. And
John Hunter Nemechek headed now through what we know as the turn 3 of the oval and headed toward what we will be familiar with as turn 4. As you see trucks going through the bus stop, and here comes John Hunter Nemechek.
I think it's interesting to see, Vince, also how these truckers take care of their tires. As the track dries out, these tires will wear. They're very soft. They have treads in them, but they're very soft, which allows them to have the grip in the rain. But as soon as the road starts drying out, it really becomes very wearing on those tires. Those tires will wear out, and they will go away.
How about radio on that topic from the 99 of Rhodes?
Looks like it's going to dry out pretty quick here. Reed, you guys are going to have to be ready for some dries. As soon as we get a lane, we'll have to come. We'll be ready in here.
You know why he says that, Vince? When we were here for the Cup race, Ty Dillon, he restarted 25th, put on slicks before anyone else did, drove all the way to first at the Roval. That was a year ago. But that showed all these teams, spotters, crew chiefs, how important those slicks are once the track starts drying. That's why everybody's so cognizant about what's happening with the track.
Last year's race winner here, Sheldon Creed, in that white number 2 truck, moves into second place, taking that spot from Ben Rhodes. And now Creed sets his sights on John Hunter Nemechek. Heavy rain earlier this evening, and then about a half an hour before the green flag, as you see Creed get off course a bit. About a half an hour before the green flag fell, the rain really calmed, and it had a little bit of a drizzle, maybe a sprinkle, but not bad at all. And the conditions right now, very comfortable, mid-50s out there, no rain, but a wet track that is quickly drying.
Yes, it's going to quickly dry. And who has the best strategy? Who has the nerve to come to pit road first and put those slicks on? Because, I mean, it's a challenge getting those slick tires to hook up if it's wet anywhere on this track. But the advantage is much speed you'll carry because of the grip level, because of the amount of tread you have on the road.
Here in the Camping World Truck Series.
Well, that wasn't good practice, Vince.
Well, he hopes to get all that out of his system, so tomorrow it is good. As you watch John Hunter Nemechek, and the 0-4 of Corey Roper has gone around again.
Isn't that racing? Corey Roper on the highest of highs when we saw him last here at Daytona, and now he finds himself stuck in the road. This could bring out a caution, and I think it will.
And it has, as Roper blocking the space there as John Hunter Nemechek, our race leader, has just come through, and you see we are under yellow. Off turn 5 and now heading to the left-hander, turn 6.
Road sideways, and here comes Brett Moffitt in that 45, heating up our lead trio.
Nemechek with a comfortable advantage on this final lap. On the backstretch, you see the 3 has gone off course. Bobby Roos. Headed to the bus stop. Rhodes trying to close the door, and Moffitt working on Chandler Smith.
Rhodes was able to gain ground in the bus stop on Nemechek. Can he do the same as we come to the chicane on the front straightaway? He's within striking distance. We saw that the other night in the Busch Clash, how crazy this corner here can get.
Avoid making the mistake, and Nemechek is going to hold on for stage 1 unless Rhodes gets one heck of a run. He doesn't do it. It's going to be the second stage win of the season for John Hunter Nemechek.
That right there is exactly why Kyle Busch put John Hunter behind the wheel of his number 4 truck.
You saw Sheldon Creed had a little bit of handful going through there.
He did, and you know what I love about Sheldon Creed as you look at Rafael Lessard, who's running along in the 3rd position. Gray goes around in the infield section of the track, that 15 truck. See the field coming by. He will slide all the way outside the top 25. That was Carson Hocevar that went by. Let's see what happens as he comes down into the bus stop. Oh, is it going to be contact? Yes, it was. Johnny Sauter. We've talked about Johnny sliding backwards, and Tanner Gray had position on him, but Sauter kept the throttle down, and around he went.
And it's interesting, teams going back and forth what tires to put on. Sheldon Creed in the 2, they took the slicks. They're going to take the rain tires off, put 4 slicks on, and you see on the right-hand side the man who has dominated this race, John Hunter Nemechek, has lost oil pressure.
Well, what a tough break for Nemechek and that KBM crew. As you see Creed put on the slicks, and that puts Rafael Lessard in the lead, and Lessard has been super impressive. We showed you earlier, lap 1, turn 1, spun around and has charged right back through the field.
I think all the spotters have sent words to the crew chiefs, Vince, that this 4 truck isn't going to make it back. Look at pit road. His windshield wiper's still working, but his engine isn't.
Try to cycle a power or something, I don't know. Yeah, I've tried all of it.
Frustrating for John Hunter. Eric Phillips, the crew chief, and the caution has come out because John Hunter has come to a stop.
Better than that.
You know, I got to say, those new spots on the schedule, and you mentioned Knoxville, and certainly you dirt fans out there know what a special place it is, but also the one we didn't mention there, the last one on the list, one of my favorite all-time facilities and courses, Watkins Glen, and the truck's going back there for the first time since 2000. Rafael Lessard, victorious in stage 2. They're about to give him the green and white checkers. How about this youngster, Mike? Canadian, ran last year for Kyle Busch Motorsports, and I think a lot of folks expected more of him early in the season, just 19 years old, but when he came to tracks a second time, he was so much better, and really understandable as you see him making it official, going under the caution flag along with the green and white checkers. Made the move, of course, won last year at Talladega, his first career win, and made the move over to GMS, and he has been impressive tonight. And he is on the gas. NASCAR overtime at the road course in Daytona. Rhodes sticks with second, and Creed down run with the lead, and he gets a little too hard into the corner, and Rhodes is in front at Daytona.
Around goes Lassard.
And the caution is out. He did not give Rhodes the white flag. Through the chicane, and the pace truck will pull off, and it'll be Ben Rhodes and Sheldon Creed on the front row for overtime number 2 at Daytona. Who do you got? Who's going to win it? Green back out.
I think you're going to hear a lot out of the Ford truck.
Ford on your side, clear right. On your side. Do what you do in your mirror.
On board with Creed.
Caution's out, safe.
Caution.
No way. Oh. That's some of these guys are going to have to pit, Vince. The Bama Buggies truck we talked about, it was dragging everything it's got. He's inside the top 15. There's Chase Purdy.
So through the chicane here on the front stretch, and the pace truck is off.
Come on, boys and girls. Keep them heading the right direction. Let's settle this baby.
Ben Rhodes on the inside, John Hunter Nemechek on the outside. This is the third overtime.
Look at Crafton. Where's he going? I don't know, but he's going there in a hurry.
Crafton hard on the outside, but it's going to be Creed and John Hunter Nemechek grabbing second and third behind Rhodes.
Look at Creed. Watch him on these entries to the corner. We've seen it all night long.
Todd Gilliland trying to make up some ground on the outside inside the top 5 in that 38 truck with some pretty significant damage up front. But it's Rhodes leading Creed as they head toward turn 5.
Slipping those back tires, you see from on board Creed's helmet. That's a beautiful view.
Creed chasing Ben Rhodes. They make their way through turn 6 up onto the oval portion of the track. Haley Deegan has gone off course.
It's going to be hard for her to get rolling as much rain as we've had. Can the racers get back to the white flag? That's the question.
Ben Rhodes leading Sheldon Creed. They're on the backstretch, headed toward the bus stop.
Oh, Ben misses the chicane a bit there. That allows Creed to close in. He'll make a big run on him coming into the front stretch.
It's Rhodes, Creed, and John Hunter Nemechek, and then a pretty good gap back to 4th of Todd Gilliland. Creed closing the gap on Ben Rhodes. Coming to the chicane on the front stretch. Rhodes gingerly through. Creed right there on his tail.
What about Rhodes, Vince? Not only does he not have to worry about missing the corner, getting in too deep. There's the white flag. This race is official. We'll see which flag ends it. Will it be yellow or checkered?
The next flag, the yellow flag or the checkers flag. Which one is going to determine the outcome? It's Creed chasing Ben Rhodes. Rhodes won last week right here at Daytona on the oval, trying to become just the 3rd driver to win the first 2 races in the NASCAR Truck Series to begin a season. And he's got to hold off Sheldon Creed, last season's champion, and the winner here a year ago.
Wow. Great corner there by Rhodes. You can see him lighting up those brakes and sliding the tires, giving it all he's got, Vince.
Goodbye, Creed here.
Through 5, headed to 6.
Couple of 3 more chances for Creed to use that braking skill he's shown all night. Closes in there.
Creed continuing to pursue Ben Rhodes. It's the final lap at Daytona in the 3rd overtime.
The toughest thing to do if you're Ben Rhodes is to watch that mirror and hit the corners. He's got to be precise. He's got to be perfect in order to hold off Creed.
Headed to the bus stop. Can't make a mistake here. Rhodes gets through cleanly.
What a nice set of corners there for Rhodes. That's going to open up enough gap. I think he's got this baby, Vince.
And the caution is out, and it will be Ben Rhodes back to back to open the season.
And Rose, that's 2 in a row. Daytona, baby.
His 5th career win. His 2nd in as many weeks.
Yeah, you're the man.
And the 200th for Toyota in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. And have been such great contributors in this series. What a joy it is to see their driver burn it down at Daytona for the 2nd week in a row. 23 years old from Louisville, Kentucky. His 5th career win. Daytona has been good to Ben Rhodes. Jamie Little's with the winner.
Ben Rhodes wins Toyota's 200th win in the Truck Series. You come here to Daytona, Ben, and you win on the oval. 1 week later, you win on the road course. How do you describe this week and this moment?
Unbelievable. I don't have words for it. I don't even know what to say. This is so cool. I just have to thank my team. Bombardier Tundra was fast all day. ThorSport Racing gave me a truck that handled this year, and we were fast. Rich is a good crew chief, really good crew chief. Good to be paired up with all the guys on my team. I'm just thrilled. I don't know what to say. I've been on cloud 9 all week, so this is just, I don't know what's above that. I'm just so happy.
Ben Rhodes makes it 2 for 2 on the season, Regan.
For more great NASCAR on Fox content, subscribe to our channel. It's somewhere right around here.